Desire Pathway by Screaming Females. 10 songs, 33 minutes long. Screaming Females is one of those Audioface picks I just had not really heard about. They are a band
Heard of them.
from Jersey, from New Jersey, who have been around for the past 10 years, which is it's one of those funny Audioface doing these show things where, like, when I say 10 years now, I have to be referring to the 2010s and not the aughts.
I
So, like,
know.
yeah,
We're like 10 years is wait. AM is 10 years old.
shut up. So, yeah.
Settle is 10 years old.
Shut up. So, Screaming Females has been around for at least 10 years since, of course, the album, since Sean just mentioned to age me a little bit. And they've been making some really solid, like, hard alternative indie rock. And I say all of those words deliberately because hard rock doesn't describe this. Indie rock doesn't
No.
describe this. Alternative rock doesn't describe this. But if you put all those words together, you will get something close to what you're getting from Screaming Females. And once you turn on the first track, Brass Bell, you will get exactly what I'm talking about, and you will be very blessed. You will you will enjoy what you're getting into for sure. This is one of those things where
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, we need a Audioface style like third album this week. I was skip listening to some of this and I'm like, oh yeah, they've got the juice. They've got the juice. I was
They
enjoying
got
listening
that
to this
dog.
this
They got
morning.
that dog in them.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I liked it a lot. I love the opening track. Brass Bell goes hard. Perfect opening track to get it. And exactly, I love how we like to make random categories here as genres because most genres don't make sense. But indie hard rock is a good way to explain this because it's not quite hard rock. It's a little too hard for indie alternative. So yeah, but I really like it. I love the vocals are fantastic. I really like the instrumentation, the production, all of it because it sounds genuine. It sounds like throwbacky enough to something that I can really relate to and enjoy, but not so much that it feels dated in a way too with rock. But and again, yeah, like I'm always partial to rock records in a way where I don't want it to be the same song over and over and over again, and you don't get that with this record. Like Brass Bell, Desert Train, Let You Go. You know, the opening track's a little bit faster pace with it to really like kind of suck you in, but then you get like you get a little bit different, like but by Beyond the Void and Morning Dove, and then especially towards like the end of the record and stuff, which I'll touch on in a second. But I really like how it's done. I like how it's paced. I really like the production, and yeah, it's one of those records. It's fun. It's short in it too, so it's only 33 minutes long. So it's nothing that like you're not gonna grow tired of it halfway through or whatnot, because it's short and sweet and concise to it, which is good. But this is one of the things I love about Audioface, where you send me something I've never heard of before. I'm like, who the fuck are Screaming Females? Sorry, I just we can't listen to everything. We're two damn people. But it's one of those just sleeper records where I go, oh, this is cool. Like I haven't heard of this, and it's one of those gems that I love to get to because it's a surprise record. That's something that I will now listen to. Now I'm like, oh, cool. Now I'm gonna look out for them a little bit more. Like if I'm at a show, maybe they're opening up for somebody or they have something, now I'll go by because I'm like, cool. I want to see how that is. And now the other thing is I get to dive into their older discography and see now how their sound has developed, how it's changed throughout the years. If it hasn't, this stuff. So, but overall, as a project, I like it. I think maybe my only critique is it is like a little monotone in some of the sound, especially in like the middle of the record here or there. But because of how short of a record it is, I'm not gonna hold it necessarily against them in a way. Now, if they had an extra 5 or 6 songs and it was like that, then I would really have an issue with it. But because of how short it is, I like it. And like the last couple tracks, Solo, Let Me Into Your Heart, Titan, Slow It Down enough. Well, Titan kind of brings it back up, but at least Solo, Let You Into My Heart, slow it down the record to where it paces it well on there. But I would kind of maybe move those a little bit around. But I love how it starts. I love how it ends. The middle, there's still a little lacking there. But overall, I enjoyed it. I really like Bar Spell a lot, by the way. I listened to that track quite a bit.
That's a good analysis of it overall because, yeah, I really like the beginning. I felt the middle carried, and it wasn't like one of those like middle of an album where you felt like, okay, they're losing me here.
No, no, no.
But yeah, it definitely didn't have. Usually, we define albums as top heavy or bottom heavy.
Yeah.
This was kind of both top and bottom heavy, and the middle was kind of like lacking that extraness.
The
Like,
bread, it was damn good bread, and the meat was okay.
it was
Like a sandwich analogy.
it was it was like the nature's own like multi-grain bread in between, and
Yeah.
then like the off-brand vegan ham in the middle, like
Oh,
the Safeway brand, the
oh,
Kroger
that's
brand.
right. You got some easy equal bread in between, and then you got that shit. So you're just like, I'm just gonna eat the bread, man.
Bread and cheese.
Mm,
On that
bread and cheese
Kendrick, I remember back when syrup sandwiches.
and crumb allowances.
Yeah, no. Yeah, with this record, like Sean said, I'm gonna be really excited to dig back into some of their other like more popular tracks. Like I'm seeing on Spotify here, Ripe, Because the Night, I'll Make You Sorry, Wishing Well. Um, yeah, this is one of those bands where like I've discovered because we're doing a podcast and we need to fill a third category in the week, but they're really good overall. And so I'll definitely be interested in hearing more of this stuff. Definitely as you get towards the end. Let Me Into Your Heart was a really good. I remember stepping back and like checking my phone and going like, what's this song called? Because we both look at penultimate penultimate songs on records, like what's the second to last song, what's the last song,
Mhm.
and we're all like, okay, is this really good? Does this really like sum up the project? And I'm still sinking my teeth into the project as a whole, but damn, was Let Me Into Your Heart a really good song.
Yeah, that's part. My second favorite on the record.
Yeah. It's definitely worth checking out for sure. They've got a really good sound in general. And yeah, let us know what you think in the comments of, well, the live streaming Twitch chat of what you think about this record if you got the chance to listen to it, and what your thoughts are. Anyways, arbitrary scale this week. We do arbitrary scales every week on Audioface because our review is our review. We told you how we felt about it. If we gave you a ranking system like a letter or a number grade, then that would just bite us back in the future. So we give you an arbitrary scale that we change every week. This week it is U.S. rail companies for for no reason whatsoever.
Absolutely no reason.
I'm gonna give this CSX.
God damn it! I was gonna say this is a solid CSX.
Yeah,
Funny.
right. Like it's middling. It's pretty good.
Right
It's right there.
Yeah.
It's nice and consistent. You haven't heard a lot of their derailment issues or their blaming their workers for corporate greed issues. So it's all good in the hood with them. Of course, except it's not because there's a real company and they're doing some fuck shit. Of course.
Yeah, of course.